We tried to engage them through dialogue and negotiation and asked them to stop their terrorist activities. However, they have gone beyond all limits and they are trying to disgrace Islam.
Back in Swat, I'm shown the aftermath of the suicide bomb attack at an army post in Kwazakela, across the river from Mata. On the other side of the road is a mosque and a water tap where children from the village queue up to fill their buckets.
A Land Cruiser came from the other side and the sentry told him to get aside because it's curfew time and go back.
Yes.
He, rather than switching off or going back, he accelerated and bypassed the sentry and dashed this side.
Yes.
The kids were taking water from this place. You see that water pump?
Yes.
The kid was working?
Yes.
There were 3-4 kids, they died there.
This isn't just a battle of bullets and bombs and guns. It's also about the heart and soul of Islam. Now the Taliban say that their version of Islam is the true one, the pure one. Well, this is a mosque and it was destroyed by a suicide bomb and 6 kids were killed. And people here say that has got absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with Islam.
At Kwazakela, the army has a prize captive. He's just 15 years old.
So what happened to you?
At morning 8 o'clock, I was going to school and listening music on mobile, and the 3 Taliban were come and catch me. And
he said he'd been listening to Bollywood film music, and that's enough to get arrested by the Taliban.
He said to me that you bomber, self-bomber.
He wanted you to become a suicide bomber?
Yes, sir.
And you said...
I love with life, and
He told me that when the army bombed the Taliban, he ran away and made it to the army's protection. He dare not go back to his family.
I ran away from it.
So all necessary precaution has been taken. People stay on in their home. It is good enough. They'll not get killed, as long as they do not harbor militants.
General Sajjad watches over his offensive against the Taliban stronghold of Mata. They're attacking the outskirts and pressing on to the town centre. The army takes 6 prisoners. As Taliban simply means students in Urdu, the army has another phrase for them: miscreants. One miscreant said that he was kidnapped by the Taliban.
I was studying at the local madrasa. I had just finished my afternoon prayers. 2 Taliban came and said, "Come with us. You're going to fight the army." And they took me to their training camp. If I hadn't agreed, they'd have killed me. There were lots of other men being trained in that camp.
A second prisoner claims he was innocent and had been held by the army when he returned to look after his family's livestock. A third had blood on his shirt. The army said he was an executioner. And then the prisoners were taken away. It was impossible to check out their stories. General Sajjad reckons that the army now controls 85% of Swat and has killed or captured 1,100 Taliban, including some foreign fighters. Again, we had no way of checking this out. With my own eyes, I saw no dead Taliban at all. If the general is right, there are still nearly 4,000 Taliban out there, which is a lot.
It's a difficult terrain, mountainous country with rugged mountains, high mountain passes, steep slopes, mountain gorges.
Perfect place to hide.
Perfect place to hide and ideal place to wage an insurgency operation, and almost very difficult place to prosecute counter-insurgency operations, because miscreants can hide, can melt away.
Just beyond this position, deep